Welcome, my name is Keith Smith and today we are working with Microsoft Excel Conditional Formatting. Hope you enjoy and please subscribe. Hey, here we are. Excel 2013 works with older versions as long as you have the ribbon bar across the top. Alright, so today we're going to work with conditional formatting. Now, here's what we are going to start with as a blank template, but let me show you what it's going to look like when we're finished. Right? Looks like a bit much, but it's very simple, and if you'll just follow me, I'll walk you through the steps. Alright, so we got the icon up here under your styles box. You've got conditional formatting. If you wave your cursor over any of the icons, it'll give you a kind of a pop-up help, and you can go down and say tell me more, and it'll give you some good examples. Alright, so you don't highlight the whole box. You just highlight the numbers or the data that you're working with, whether it's dates, words, or numbers. So the very first one out of the 5 methods that we have here, and each one's got subcategories, and then you get the 3 managements at the bottom. Alright, starting with highlight cell rules, this one's going to be for greater than. Anything greater than 6 is going to be highlighted in red, and of course you can change this. You can custom format it, bold, change multiple colors, do whatever you like. I could change this to anything greater than 4, and you see how it changes the numbers. Okay, I'm going to click OK there. This one's less than. Highlight cell rules, less than. Anything less than 6, we're going to change the red or yellow. You got a lot of options. We're going to go through this kind of quick. Alright, and highlight cell rules between numbers. This one's kind of useful. Anything between 4 and 8, or I could back up and say anything between 4 and 12, which would include the 5 and the 10. So we will leave it at the 8, and then we go down to equals to, highlight cells equal to, anything equal to 6. Well, let's say if anything equals to 5. Better yet, let's do this. Let's say 6. And what if we change that to a 6? Bam. We change this to a 6. Bam. Turns it into red, just like we wanted a formatting. Alright, now we're dealing with words. So now we're going to say highlight text that contains the word Chevy. Light red, or anything we want to go with. Red borders, custom formats, etc. Click OK. If I turn my Ferrari into a Chevy, it too turns red. Now we're working with dates. Highlight anything occurring. Now this one's not specific. You just kind of go back to say vaguely where you want to put it. Today, yesterday, tomorrow, the last 7 days. Now I've got May the 15th up there. So I'm going to say in the last month. That would be the bottom date right there. This month, next month, you get the idea. Clicking OK. Now we're going to go down to duplicate values. This could come in handy if you've got a long list. And click duplicate values, or you could say unique values, but in this case all 3 numbers are unique from each other, so we'll stick with duplicate. Click OK. Now there's no duplicates. You see how nothing changed, but if I were to change this to a 5 and hit enter, we have 2 duplicate values. If I change this to a 2, they're all unique again. If I change this to a 2, we have duplicate values. You get the idea. Okay, I'm going to highlight this set here. This is for the top bottom rules. Gives you the idea, the top 10 items. Now they're all red because they're all 10 items in there, but what if I said 5? Give me the top 5 items. Click OK, and you get the idea. The top 5 are red. This is going to be the top 10%. What if I said the top 20%? Pretty handy. Just the opposite. We're going to go to the bottom 10 items, or in this case I might say the bottom 4 items. Bottom 10%. And we're going to say the bottom 30%. We're going to start changing the colors here so it doesn't get too boring. Above average. And change color there. Those are the above the average number. These are below average. And we'll do something different with yellow. Pretty simple. I hope you're following along on an Excel sheet of your own here. The data bar's gradient fill. This one's got some nice color to it. We have, I hold my cursor over it, it kind of gives you a description what this one will do for you. It's a blue data bar, adds a colored data bar to represent the value in a cell. The higher the value, the longer the bar. And as you can see, it does exactly that. We go data bar green, data bar in red. Here we go, data bar, and I believe that is orange as they call it. Data bar in light blue. Now we're dealing with dates. See how this works? Data bar in purple. And it works well with that. See, we got solid color fills. Just slightly different, not as graphical, still just as functional. Green. Data bars in red. Alright, and we got yellow. This will be light blue. This will be purple again with using dates. And here we go. This is a purple data bar. It's solid, not as pretty as the gradient fill, which would be my preference. But let's scroll down and let's move forward to color scales. See what this one does for us. Drop down to conditional formatting, go to color scales. And here we've got solid colors. And depending on the number value, as to whether the low numbers get a certain color or the higher numbers get a certain color. Clicking right through these. So now we're on our fifth one using red, white, and blue. And we're going to highlight dates here. See how well dates work with this one. Color scales. And we'll go with that one. Works good. Apparently the oldest is blue and the newest is red. Color scales. Now here we're using white, light red, and red. Alright, see, that's, there we go. So we got all those. Alright. But you get the idea. I'll go back and correct these just for the looks. But it's very simple. You see how quickly I'm able to just kind of go right through these. The last set, very, very nice. Directional arrows, you can get them in color, black and white, and then we'll move on to shapes. So now we're going to go down to icon sets. Look at all the options we have here. And you just wave your cursor over it and you notice how you get a quick preview on the Excel sheet of what it will look like, reflecting the number values that you have going on. I'll plant the colored arrows in there. The black and white arrows, icon set. Kind of see how that goes. Let's go with shapes, icon set. Got those. Icon set. And give you a quick variety of what we got going on. These look more like traffic lights to me. There we go, traffic lights. And move on to indicators. That's not bad. Which ones to X out, which ones are warning, and which ones are okay to go. Very nice. All right. Move on there from traffic lights to wave my cursor over. It says the 3 flags. Be good for presentations. Copy all this into a PowerPoint presentation. Kind of give your friends or board members an idea, quick visual reference which way you want to go. Alright, so we did the flags. Let's go with what we have here, the 3 symbols. And now we're getting down to some really unique ones that they've added. The star rating. No star, half a star, whole star. The quarters. And we got the boxes. No boxes, quarter of a box, full box. And the last one looks like cell phone bar signals. See what they call them. They call them the bar ratings. Now you can got 2 options here. You can start off where the lowest one has no value, or it gets a percentage of a value. And you click OK. Now as a bonus, you can actually combine multiple conditional formatting rules. Like I'll go back and re-highlight the ones with the bars here. And I might want to do color scales, data bars. I like this one. I'm going to put yellow behind it. You see the quick preview we're getting at the bottom there? It actually puts it behind there. Put blue, purple. Want one that goes well with the blue bars. I'll click that one. You can do a lot of things here. Now while I'm on this one, I'll show you some of the management tools. We could say clear the rules from the entire sheet, or just from the selected cells that we have highlighted in case we did something we didn't want to do, didn't know how to undo it. We can go to manage rules. Now this will only affect the cells that we have highlighted. It shows the 2 rules that we have. We can change the range of cells that it's referring to. We can tell it to stop. We can delete a specific rule if we want to. We can add a whole nother rule to the 2 rules that we already have, or we can edit the rule. So I'm going to edit the bar rule, and I can change it from bars to pies. I can change icons here so that the highest value greater than 75% is actually a green light. And see, it does that. I'll click OK, click apply, and look what it did. The 10 now has a green light instead of a bar. But let's say you screw this up and you want to just take out one. I highlight this, I can say delete that rule, click apply, click OK, and that way I can stick at that one. This way you have a way to go back and edit and control things that you worked with, whether it's a mess up, or maybe you just want to change your preference how you want to do it. That's conditional formatting in Excel. Well, if you enjoyed this, I know you'll enjoy my video below creating drop-down menus. Please subscribe and comment with any suggestions.